Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to be here with you. Thanks to Kostas for his kind invitation to come here. I'm THIERRY, DESCHUYTENEER, representative for Gas Infrastructure Europe. I'm Secretary General. Our association is based in Brussels. And we represent the different kind of gas infrastructure in Europe. That means transmission system operators, storage system operators, and LNG system operators. We have more than 60 members all over Europe, and DESFA is a member of our association. We are active in 24, our members are active in 24 countries. So I will today say a few words about the gas infrastructure industry. Of course, there are other elements that are very important in this part of the gas value chain, but I'm representing today for the views of the gas infrastructure part. So it's very important to frame the objectives of an energy policy into the energy union. The energy union is the big European project for the time being, trying to make Europe a reality, and especially energy in Europe a reality. There are 5 dimensions behind the energy union. The first one is about energy security, solidarity, and trust. It's all about security of supply, diversification of supply, new supplies. We have heard already quite a lot about that, and we will probably hear more today. The second pillar of this energy union is that we are going towards a fully integrated internal gas market. That means that gas could flow through borders. All kind of gas could be available for all customers. This is important, that the gas could flow where the market will value it. It's important to notice that in the third energy package, the principle is the market. So the market should allow the gas to go to the right direction. Several sources, several options, diverse supplies should exist across all the market. And this is about completing this goal that infrastructure is built about. And we have also plenty of projects around Greece that are going to this direction. And also important element, energy efficiency, the decarbonization of the economy, renewables. We have heard already several speakers about that. Renewables have a big potential in the region, and it's important that they develop, and gas can also promote the development of renewables. And finally, we have research, innovation, and competitiveness. Research and developments are instruments that are also important in energy policy. And well, let's say that there wasn't too much innovation in recent years, and there is now an opportunity to make innovation in the gas business along the new energy system. So where can Greece really, what is the role that Greece can play here? Well, a very important role, because thanks to the geography, thanks to the diverse supplies that exist already around Greece, there is interconnections with Turkey bringing Russian gas, with Bulgaria, terminal in Revitusa, and a lot of projects. We have the TAP project in development. We have the IGB connection, and then also further projects, maybe for the long term, like the floating storage and regasification unit in Alexandroupolis, the IGI connection, maybe with Greece, also a storage project, and also the question on how to connect the new funds on Eastern Mediterranean to the market in Europe. All these are important projects. However, gas demand in Greece is not so huge. So it's important also to notice that big investments projects like that will be financed by the ones who use it, but by the ones who need it, but not only in Greece, also in the neighboring countries, going forward to Italy. Greece has the potential to become a big transit country inside the internal energy market. So a lot of projects there. Not all of them will be realized, I'm pretty sure of that, but the best projects will compete. It's already a very good sign that there are a lot of projects. So some conditions to make it happen. Well, there's no miracle if the industry wants to invest there. They need a stable and predictable regulatory framework, a legal and regulatory framework on which the industry can build a business plan that provides some security for investments, for financing, for making equity and debt around these projects. So what's important is that it has to be in line with the third energy package. The basic principles are the market, and are a regulated infrastructure that is used for third-party access. We need clear rules for the transmission system operators, the network access conditions in line with the network codes that are being defined by NSOC and approved in comitology. Also tariffs that has to be relatively stable in order to make long-term bookings available if possible. Very important also is to have a national regulatory authority that has the necessary powers, that is independent, that has the necessary staff and the competence to achieve its mission. Especially in a market which is developing with so many projects in Greece, it's important that the NRA has the right competences. And then other infrastructure promoters come with for other kind of projects which are maybe regulated or not, like for storage or the FSRU coming, and then a clear role and framework should be necessary for them. I must say that as many projects concern transit or infrastructure coming in Greece, but also for neighboring countries, it will need necessary cooperation with the other TSOs in the region, with the other national regulatory authorities in the regions. And for some projects, the exemptions from some rules for third-party access may be necessary. And it will be an exemption for a limited period of time, but it will be nevertheless necessary to make investments happen. So we have said a few words already about a hub, development a hub in the region. Well, there is a potential because the first thing that you need for a hub is to have competition between different sources of gas. We have already piped gas coming to Greece, LNG coming to Greece, and with the new projects coming on, we should have new sources of gas, like coming through TANAP and TAP, like new LNG sources for LNG, and it improves competition between supply sources. And we need also competition between different players, because if you set up a hub, this hub will be to support trading between different partners, between buyers and sellers. So you need different players who are keen to compete. Also, quite important, you need a clear definition of which product you sell and you buy. It's important because then if there is a standard product, it will foster liquidity on the market. And finally, an important element is that you can define a virtual hub or a physical hub at some physical location. What's most important is that it is the right location or the right place for the market to trade. And so the most successful experience of hub are really market-based developments on hub. So you should really follow the market in the developments of hubs. These are my final words here. I'll pass the floor back to moderator.